Good morning, everyone. Good morning. This is an unexpected. Good morning, everyone. There's an unexpected live because I haven't. I'm sorry. I've never went live this early before. I don't think so. Anyway, I've gotten some bad news. Very late last night. And I was turning and twisting. I didn't had a good night's sleep, so I must say that. It just put me back on thinking about life, What is man? Hoy, today we're here and tomorrow we're gone, right? Just like that. So all the property, money, all the wealth, everything that you have, you must leave it behind. So just imagine you work for so many years in your life, right? And sometimes you never get to enjoy your retirement because everything was about work and about the family, about getting where you have to go, financially, to make sure you're financially stable. You're not you're not a burden on anyone. As we get older, this is really taking a lot out of me right now today. And I always say I would never, bring my personal life, on the street. But like I said, sometimes we have to share. Sometimes it's good for us to share, you know, because at the end of the day, we're all human, right? So it is what it is. Um, oh man, right now, all my strength and my energy, I'm really taking all of it. I'm grabbing from places. Whew, I'm grabbing from everywhere so I could compose myself to do this. Just talking and, everyone is feeling the same way you're feeling. Sometimes it's good to reach out to what they say to the outside world, right? It's not right for me to burden you guys. But it's an outlet, right? It's an outlet. And thank God for the social media application that we have. And first I was one that will criticize people, and say like, why are they bringing their business out there? Why are you doing this? Why are you doing that? But sometimes it's absolutely necessary. You never know how someone is feeling until you're in that position, right? So hui, um, oh man, last night around I think right after Miss Carrie did her live, I was in good spirits. I was speaking to someone and just kicking, nonsense bullshit. Getting ready to have my dinner, right? Because I'm always late having dinner. I have a messed up appetite. And just as I'm about to get my plate, my phone rang, and I wasn't expecting a call from that person. I knew immediately. Sometimes you have family or some friends that, you all are close and all of that, but you just reach out. Sometimes it's good news, sometimes it's bad news, or, some event or whatever. But straight away, like I got a sinking feelings in the pit of my stomach. And although I was hungry, I sort of feel I was filled up. And I took the call. But before that, I had a dream. That would have been Friday. I had a bad dream. I don't know how much of you guys in the chat know, you knows about dream, Sometimes we could talk about, some people could analyze dream. I don't know if you've heard about that, Like you dream something like, okay, like snake. If you dream about snake, they said it's enemies, that kind of, That's what I'm talking about, right? Those kind of dreams. So as a child growing up, before I knew what it was, um, I was told that I was what they call a spiritual person, and spirituality don't have to do only with the church or whatever, right? So that's the best way they had explained that to me, right? Like something with the signs or something like that. And they call it gifted. Some people call it gifted. I was calling it a curse at one time because I'm like, why these things is coming to me, Because then I know what it is. And sometimes I'm reading it and I hope that I was reading it wrong. But no, when I got this dream, a loved one of mine called the same time. And I was fighting with her, right? Then I remember because she woke me up out of the sleep. And that dream, broke that dream. And I can remember telling her, I said, please be careful out here. Because she drives at a rate. Please be careful. Slow down and all of that. She said, what happened? And I said, look, just do what I asked you to do. And tell the rest, pass it around. No, young people, they always think that old people will be talking nonsense. But for some reason, she wasn't close to me when I'm on the phone. But I could tell that she checked. And I could tell, like, the expression of her face had to be very serious at that time. Because her tone of her voice, changed. And she paused, and I'm like, hello, are you there? And she said, yes, I'm still here. And she said, I said, did you hear me? And she said, yes, I heard you. I said, okay, thank you. Goodbye. She said, okay, bye. That would have been, that was not a week, that was about a week ago, right? That was going to be the eve of Halloween, yeah. Because Halloween was on that Monday, so they were celebrating it the Friday, Saturday, and these young people. And one of those days, the Friday before Halloween, yes, that would have been the Friday. Not this Friday, that would have been the Friday before, right before Halloween, yes. So, yes, the eve of Halloween, that's correct. And I didn't understand, but that thing keep bothering me, I tried to forget it, I tried to take it out of my thoughts, until last night. When the message came in, I got that call. Anyway, I had to check myself and say, what is life? And then I had to turn another way and said, you know what? It is life, right? They said, live you may, but dead you must. Die you must, right? Although we don't want to, nobody get accustomed to that because they say when somebody is born, right, come into the world, you should be celebrating. You should be crying. And when somebody dies, you're supposed to be celebrating, right? But I think we do it back in the front, I guess, because we are all sinners, right? I guess that's why a baby cry, or they hit a baby for the baby to cry, and the ones that came into the world crying, they told the nurse tapping him or her. I guess they may be saying, "Oh man, I don't want to be here." Who knows? Who knows? We will never know that, right? The only thing I know, the only thing we don't know about. I don't care how much scientists don't matter what. in this life. No one ever comes back from the dead and tell us, look, there is an afterlife. This is what's going on and all of that, right? We don't know anything about what happened after we leave this earth, right? The world. Anyway, for the most part, I would call myself a strong person because when I ask, listen, are you giving me this message for me to give it to the rest, for me to pass this on? And I said, oh, hell no. I can't do it. Not yesterday, but I'm talking like if it's in the present tense. I'm like, not today. No, 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 no. And she's like, please. I said, no, no, I'm not going to do it. I said, I'm sorry, you have to do it yourself. So I don't know how that went through, how it went on or whatever. I tried to eat, but I couldn't, you know. The food had no taste. And it's one of my favorite, meal. It had no taste because Sunday dinner is always special, you know. The food had no taste. It was like bland. And I know normally it would have been very tasty. But anyway, that is as much as I could say for now. Because right now, last night I almost went live, but it was too much that was going on. I couldn't get myself together. Because I was very furious. I was furious at the world. I was furious at everybody, you know. And I think this has given me strength. And I just wanted to pass it on, you know. I want to tell you this morning. In life, anything that you want to do, you have a bucket list or whatever you have, please do it. It might sound, don't matter how silly or who will criticize you. F them. Do you. Do you. Because this person here, it's like what I would say. It's not even close to retirement. Not even close. You know what I'm saying? And her family, she made sure of the kids getting a good education, all of that. The last child is a sophomore, you know. Happy of her accomplishment. And, oh God. At least one of the kids, graduated, so at least I could say she get to enjoy that, you know. I don't know, all the two kids, I'm not even talking about the one that is a sophomore now because the doctor is not giving those kinds of time. They incubated her already, so it is what it is. It is what it is. Anyway, guys, I just wanted to share that. I just wanted to share that. Maybe I'm selfish. I don't know. I don't know if that was fair. What I'm doing right now to I don't know if this is fair what I'm doing to you guys right now. It's like bringing my burden to you. I don't know. And anyway, give me a minute, please. Anyway, If that is so, please forgive me. Anyway, all right. Hui. Let me turn off the energy there, and let me go and see if I could turn on something with some mess. Let me see. Hui. Let me see if I'm strong enough for that. Let me see if I'm capable to that. Let me see if I could put my mind somewhere else. I'm not a drinker, you know. I used to drink socially. And then, you know, yeah, then occasionally, you know. So anyway, that glass of wine did not do anything for me last night. Just make me think more. Anyway, let me sign off. The only thing I have to carry with that is I would rather to know someone is out of pain and then there's sufferings, you know. I'm an animal lover, and I don't want a dog, a cat, whether it's a stray, whatever it is. I don't want to see anything suffering. Let me just say this one little story before I move on. Years ago, I was outside. I can't remember. I think going shopping or whatever, and a dog got hit. Right, the car kept on going. I was parked like 2 blocks away from where this happened. The only thing I was scared of is grabbing the dog because I know the dog was in pain. And I was scared that, you know, because I guess it was a stray that I got, you know, bit, you know. So anyway, I got the dog out. And I took the dog. That was about, I would say, 3:30 in the afternoon. And I took the dog to the emergency, the animal clinic. For me to get in there at that time was, I think they told me it was $99. Although I told them, you know what happened. I had to pay that money. The dog was in pain and they would not, you know, start treatment. Anyway, long story short, they told me yes, they could work on the dog. They had so many fractured bones and whatever. And they told me what the average was going to be for the bill. So my conscience now come out to play because all I keep on saying, but my God, this is a stray. I don't know this dog. I don't, you know. And the nurse is just looking at me. She said, I don't know. You could talk to the doctor, but he's busy in OR and blah, blah, blah. Anyway, long story short, I paid the bill, but they, you know, they gave me a discount. So the dog was in a hospital there for 2 days. And they called me and told me it's time for the dog to go home. I said, it's not my dog. I guess then it's when they believe. I said, could you hold the dog there? Because they said it was a young dog, I think only about a year or 2 old. And he said, you know, I don't know. I don't have no place to put the dog, you know. So I asked them if they could, you know, look for an agency that could, you know, that does adoption. They promised me, and I told them they gave me a list of places, and I was calling through and all of that. But a couple of days later, they said they found somewhere. Don't you know they sent the remaining bill to me? And that would have been for the extra 2 or 3 days the dog was going to be there from the time they called me and tell me to pick up my animal, right? They sent that to me. And I took that bill, and I was in a good mood. And I went straight there, and I asked for the doctor, whoever was in charge. And I started to speak a little quiet until I see the waiting room was full of people. And then I started raising my voice. And I started up. I said, listen, this is a stray. If this was my dog, I was going to come here to get my dog. I think I was going to leave my dog here. And I started up. And I said, what kind of people? And I started behaving bad. And they said, okay, they're not going to, you know, don't bother with the bill anymore. Anyway, but just to show, so it's an animal, but it was a, you know, it had life, it had feelings, much more less a human being. Anyway, all right, all right, let's slip off from there now. I was hearing a couple of stuff on the internet, on, they got me talking like a damn fool on the YouTube streets, and I was listening to some bullshit, and that gave me, I wasn't gonna say anything about it. I wasn't gonna say anything about it. But with everything that's going on right now, I'm like, man, fuck it. I'm gonna say something. Why the hell not? Because what I look at, I look at this sector here, like certain things you have to walk around like on eggshell. You know, students, please forgive me today that I can't, that I'm not doing a roll call, because of what, the way I was started out. I started with my personal situation. And, so I'm sorry, I'm going to do a roll call in a minute. But, yes. So I'm looking at what's going on. Some people still is going to be a certain way. Some people is going to be like certain people names. When it's called, 10 of us is in this room. 10 of us is in this room. And maybe 7 of us, don't matter what we do, nobody could say anything because maybe of your association. It's some shit like that. But you see me, I would never, ever, nobody could get me to fall in fucking line. And if even you were taking care of my bills, once it wasn't conditional, and you just say, hey, I'm going to pay your bills. And at the time you didn't tell me, here, I'm paying your bills. So you have to shut up. You have to do what I have to tell you to do, or da 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 da. If this was not known to me before, I would turn around and say, when you tell me fall in line, first I'm going to ask you why. Because I said, I'm going to say, fuck you. You're not my parent. And my parents can't tell me anything. They could make suggestion. And when I was under parents, roof, I was rebelling like a son of a bitch. So who are you to tell me, a grown woman, what to do? And the next thing too, like I always say, I cannot be bought. So if I cannot be bought, that means I cannot be sold, right? Right? And that's a hell of a thing. That is giving away all your rights. Because for someone to respect you, you see, for someone to respect you, it's for you to stand up as a strong person. If even you alone have to stand, regardless of who stand next to you, once you stand up for something that you believe in, once you stand up for what you believe in, it don't matter who is standing with you. It don't matter if 100,000 is over there and you alone is standing. Once you believe in what you believe, don't make nobody or the majority make you have to, to buckle under pressure. Do not buckle under pressure. Because always remember, we are grown out here. And our play days is finished. Any play days is in the bedroom with your man, with your woman. Okay? So always remember that. At the end of the day, when I say goodbye to you guys, right? You guys are not here with me. You guys is not going to be sitting down here in my misery. No. In my grief. No. Some who cares going to say, oh, damn, I wonder how Heatwave is doing. Right? The ones who care. Right? Some will just say, oh, I was thinking about you. And deep down inside, they're like, fuck you. Who the hell care? Get the fuck out of here. We don't know. We don't know. So at the end of the day, the bullshit what I'm seeing, and growing up, I know they have something named New Face, and a lot of us out here, I would not want to join no. Listen, I wouldn't want to join no alliance with the majority of people. I'm not saying they don't have some good people between, but the majority of them, no. Hell fuck no. Because they shaky. They shaky no fuck. Because today they're here with you, and Tom, Jack, or Jerry come around, and they say something nice that they want to hear, and they leave you not even thinking about the days that you were there for them, about the support that you gave to them when they needed it. They will forget about that. Because you know what? It was never there from the beginning. And people who could be bought, yes, and I'm calling it, and you guys, y'all know yourself. Y'all know your fucking self. What could be bought? Because I cash app, I super chat, and all that bullshit. What I get to understand with this sector here, what I see in this sector here over the years, is a revolving door. It's a up and down. Sometimes you're up, and next time somebody else. It's like, trading places, trading places, trading places. It depends. Because everybody, to me, have a season out here. So you don't turn your nose or turn your face at no one. Because the same person you look down at today might be the same one is coming up next week. You never know. So you got to leave that space for disappointment. You got to leave a space for that. Okay? Because I never gather up. I would never gather up because what you stand for. You have for what I was gathered for what you stand for. Not what you fall in line for. No. No. Because that means it's how you feeling that day or who come in front. But people who stand up and they mean what they say, you got to mean what you say and say what you fucking mean. You're all over the goddamn place. And when y'all want to make excuses, it could be the worst of the worst. You're seeing it. And because y'all want to cover for somebody, y'all make all kind of excuses and play if you're blind, deaf, and dumb. Why? Nothing out there don't surprise me again. Nothing at all. Do not surprise me again out here. Because I'm going to talk and I'm going to talk it over and over again. The heat. That person there. I don't give two fucks who say, and they're talking, oh, we don't want new people here. We don't want. How many new people didn't come over here already? How many new people did not come over here? Whether they come from the black sector, I get to hear they have a section in Moyi or Moors, whatever like that. All kinds of sector. Sector I never even knew anything about. I was just learning about it a couple of hours ago. Right? A lot of people came through and was welcome. Right? They didn't have a problem. But I say something, and I see quite a few people are saying it too. We all can be wrong. When you see shit, you talk about it. Why? Because if you're a content creator and you get in numbers because you say it's okay by you, then the rest of we have to fall in line? No. If you want to see that person that way, that's up to you. That's your right to do that. But don't come selling anything on nobody. Don't sell anything. And that is what's going on right now. Because when certain people say kumbaya, everybody got to fall in line. And when you don't, then they look at you like something wrong. Oh, you mad, you jealous, you this, you that. Fuck that. Jealous of what? Mad about what? You don't have one damn shit that I would be jealous of anybody on these streets here for. For what? What they have more than I do? I'm not on the street. Whether I'm in a cardboard box or what, I'm covered, I'm sheltered. I didn't have to come out here to beg to pay my rent or none of that. That I'm not condemning because we never know in life what we'll have to do. The real genuine people that really have a situation, okay. But at least I never had to do that. And I can't say I would never, that will never happen because you could never say never. You'd be stupid to say never. Okay? We never know what will serve up our way. But for now, no, that did not happen. Right? But at the end of the day, jealous for what? Because if you so much that have so much over the people here, what the fuck are you doing here? What are you doing here? Let's go to something. All the ones them who is acting like they're so intelligent and they're so this and they got degree and they got this and they got every fucking thing attached to them. I normally ask the question, what are you doing here? Look how many sectors I have. You're gonna be in the beef sector? Why? Because do you know you could be educated and illiterate at the same time too? On certain things. Because let's say, let me give like an idea what I'm speaking about. Two persons get lost. They're somewhere deep in the rainforest, somewhere deep there, right? But these two persons that is lost there, right? One is a physician, and the other one is just a regular homemaker, just a regular guy or gal. Get lost there, right? Education versus basic common sense, right? You think the doctor, you think the doctor is gonna his doctoring skills is gonna bring us out of that jungle that we lost in? If he apply that, bringing out his book sense, if he don't dig deep down for his common sense, I bet y'all stay right there. Because the person I'll be betting on is the man who only is going on his basic common sense. Common sense take you through the world. Common sense take you through life. Education puts you places. That's what I mean. So some of you that talking all of this bullshit, who you coming down here to educate? Who? Who? You sound more dumb and stupid because the people who you greeting here, we don't care. If we want to go to this class and we want to learn certain things, we know where to get it. Most of us is in first world countries. So take your degree and go shove it somewhere. Or go shove it to a sector who want to pay attention to your ass. You can't come into this sector and looking down at the people who you want to mix with and calling them dumb and stupid. You're dumb and stupid. Because some people don't know when it goes to all and they're being insulted. And that's the sad fucking part. Because I be hearing them very well. Oh, well, Marsha, I'm not speaking about you. I'm speaking about them. It goes to you too, Marsha. Not because they're on your panel. It goes to fucking you too. So get that straight. And next thing too, and I'm telling you, whether it's now, this year, 2023, 20, whatever, it's going to come out. Because that same person that I'm talking about, the heap that just came through here with whatever unfiring from the first interview, and that's the next thing. You just came through it less than a month ago, and you're already doing a world tour. And nobody looking at that as strange. But when a regular go and have something to say and they panel hop, or they're a panel whore, or they're this, or they're that, and they start condemning. A new person comes. It's not like to say this person was around for like 6 months or so. You want to know more about the person or whatever. No, just come out just like that. And just talking. Because the person saying they were here before, but the only thing they never dropped down. But y'all are not listening. Over at that lady, Ali the Sag, she had some kind of interview. Okay? To me, it was, anyway, that's my opinion. Anyway, and that person, he turned and she used a remark. She said, we. She didn't say I. She said, we. And she just mentioned again, we. And only one person I hear stop and said, who is we? Who is we? I tell y'all got a surprise. Y'all got a surprise coming. Y'all got a surprise coming. I'm telling you, a big, big surprise. Y'all listening to what y'all want to listen to. Y'all not listening and understanding. Y'all not listening to keywords. When somebody says certain things, y'all are just da 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 da. Oh, y'all don't like Jaden. Oh, da 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 da. Jaden is a this, Jaden is a that. It don't matter what Jaden is. I don't know Jaden. It's just recently I saw going over to Jaden platform. To me, Jaden is hilarious. Everybody knows Jaden gives. Jaden is mad funny to me. She might not be a cup of tea for others. Yes, could she get on the people's skin? Of course. Of course. Does she do mean and spiteful thing? Of course. I was here for all of it, of course. But at the end of the day, if she do something right, should you condemn her because of the person she is? Because of her background? We're dealing with this at this moment here. She's not accused of moving this cup. So what? Because y'all can't deal with her. And they come, who did this? Oh, it gotta be Jada. It gotta be Jada. So y'all gonna give her up because y'all don't like her? Huh? And that is what happened. That is what's going on. That is what's going on. So sometimes you have to listen to both sides. Even the criminals, even the serial killer, they have a day in court. So why people have to condemn her right off the bat? Because what I'm seeing, a lot of new people passing through here. And people are swearing up and down for them, my goodness. So I have to turn and look at them and say, well, maybe they know something that we don't know. Because I know we can't even swear for the kids that we bring into this world, much more less swearing for a stranger. And we are grown people. And if I continue saying, hey, I think something is fishy about that, I don't have a damn thing to be jealous of. Let me say it again. I don't have one fucks to be jealous of. I'm just saying what I see, what I feel, my fucking views. And I don't care who is mad about it. I'ma say it. And I'm going to walk the line. Okay? And I don't care who is there behind me or at the side of me or in front of me. Fuck it. I don't need anyone else to be there with me because I say this is how I see it. If that's how you're feeling, don't come with me because you like me and you're saying, oh, let me go because no. Because I'm going to say, what you doing? So you're agreeing with me because you like me? No. What are your thoughts? How do you feel? And a lot of y'all say y'all don't like, yes, and oh, no, I don't want nobody. Yes, y'all want that. Because the minute you disagree, it's a whole different situation. And I could do that every day and point that out. Y'all like the yes men, the yes women. Y'all like the amen section. Y'all breathe, y'all live on that. It's easy for y'all to say no. No. Some of you drive on that. The minute you don't agree, then it's a problem. And next time I'm hearing, I didn't know sharing a video because I didn't even know what was the purpose. And then I said, oh, yes, it's a purpose because if you share the video, then maybe it's going to meet a broader audience. And then I got the hang of it. Listen, whatever is there in store for you, no man, woman, or child could block that fuck. They cannot block your blessing. Always remember that. Whatever is there for you, it is there for you. No one could block it. So whether whoever videos is not getting shared or whatever by the popular people, fuck them. One of these days, because like I said, there's a revolving door. One day you up, one day you down. It's like a fucking yo-yo. It's up, down, up, down, up, down. I think a yo-yo is like that, no? I don't know. My play days was long finished. Anyway, don't fret. Don't worry. Don't beg. They don't want to share you out. It's okay. Whatever is in store for you, they cannot block that. Because then they would have known to block death. They would have known to block life as we speak. And once they can't do that, they can't block your blessing. Always remember that. Because I ain't going to be nice to no one. To beg, who is them? To beg? If you know you could do something, and that's the Tom of the pro-black shit. All we here could live. All we here could eat, right? What is it going to take? If a video, whatever, they got to share, whatever, to help someone else, what is it going to take from you? Huh? What is it going to take from you? But you see, you know what I call that? Bad-mindedness. Bad-minded. A lot of them heart is not clean. And they're going to always be in one place all the time. Because when your heart is not clean, your hands is not clean. They always say, the angels, God is not going to come and congregate in nastiness, in dirtiness. Satan will. So when you got a dirty black heart, you have a problem. And don't matter what you get, you will never be satisfied. You would never be satisfied. You would never be happy. Because to me, I'm asking people, what do I have to do? What I have to do? Whatever I could do to help along. Because I didn't know the community wall. Somebody just told me the community wall is there. You know, you post it or whatever. I thought like when the like I said, how would I know this person's going live until it thing? They said you could still put it on. You could still do it. You could still air it. You know. And I said, okay, I just came along, but if I could do anything to help out the situation, why the fuck not? Why not? Why you all so bad-minded? Huh? Why? But the same people y'all want, when something happened to you guys, y'all want everybody to be there for y'all. But y'all forgetting. And sometimes bad things is happening. Because you know what? Calming your fucking ass. Because of your bad-mindedness. And that's why it have one set of people all the time something is happening to. All the fucking time. And let's go to pastor. Yes, you. The so-called pastor. Yes. Heard in a chat yesterday that someone was hurt and disappointed. And I'm like, why? What for? Because y'all hold somebody at a certain standard. And I know some of y'all have your husband, wife, or y'all didn't even hold them to that standard. This is a stranger. It's a stranger that came out here and acted maybe years ago as a pastor. I don't know. I hear people was calling him pastor or whatever. Shortly after that, I know it was bullshit. It was like a play pastor because anybody could go and get ordained as a minister. It's not hard to do. Any one of you guys could do it. It's nothing so. Now it's not like something special. You have to go in, I think, training. I don't know because, like I said, I'm not a Christian, so I don't know. But I think years ago, it's, you have to attend certain meeting or function or whatever it is. Don't quote me on that. And I guess different things, Catholic and the this and the different, the Baptists, and everybody have their own rules and regulation or whatever. But what happened? Y'all give people the respect that they're not giving to you. You can't hold people above you. You always got to count you as number one first. I always say, ain't nobody you more than me. You might have more money than me, and that's about it. You ain't got nothing else more than I have. So I ain't holding you to no fucking standard. You're a man, just like my husband, just like my father. So you're nothing special. Anybody got to hold you special is your man, your woman, your children, and etc. I don't have to hold you special. Okay? And that is what happened. Y'all put certain people to a certain standard, and they're not even living up to it until the person comes smacking your face. And then you're like, oh, what happened? What happened? I didn't expect that. Something's wrong with you if you didn't expect that. Where were you? Where were you? Y'all got somebody hitting y'all in your face to see it. When you hear somebody's coming and saying that they're here for the coins, although most of the pastors and the priests and the bishop, that's what drives them. They rob y'all blind. Y'all walking while they're driving nice vehicles. And you have to give what they call the pledge, whatever the hell you give to the church. The church don't give a shit about y'all. But y'all taking for what? When last your priest, your minister, your bishop ever tried to bring in food to see how y'all living, to visit y'all, to make sure y'all okay? They don't care once you bring that money to them. So you're going to tell me it's not the devil you're worshiping? A lot of y'all forget who y'all go to church for. Y'all forget God and worshiping man. Y'all committing sin every fucking Sunday. Really and truly, for all you Christians, please close your ears a minute. Because most church people, listen, especially the ones them who is like, what it's called, the church fanatics, those, I want nothing to do with them. I'm afraid of them. I keep the way away far from them. Because I see the wickedness, the evil that they do. Most of the ministers, they cheat, they run through all of the female congregation, they run through all of them. And then go home and beat their wife and all kinds of stuff. Treat their kids bad. Want them to fall in line for their image. Okay? So coming back to pastor. Like I said, guys, I know a lot of y'all, maybe like Pastor, nothing wrong with that. Once upon a time, I used to be in his chat and all of that. But when I see bullshit, I have to talk about it. And I hear bullshit, I have to talk about it. Lady, you should not be surprised. The only thing could stop him from talking about you or coming down at you, that cash app, I don't know if you give him a cash app or super chat yet. Your love, your respect that he's going to give to you is as big as what cash app you give him. So if you saw giving him a thing, let me just tell you a way out. If you want the respect, if it means so much to you, give him a nice super cash app or whatever. Give him a nice cash app. But guess what? That is only going to last a certain time. And you got to continue. You got to continue filling up, filling up, filling up. As soon as you stop doing that, you're tossed one side because what? Somebody else come and replace you. Someone else come and replace you. That's what the saying come. You cannot buy love. You cannot buy love. If somebody don't like you before they look down at you, they're going to still look at you that way. And it's not that they like you. They like the funds. Get it straight. They like the funds. Nothing out here should not surprise you. This is a beaving sector. Nothing out here should not surprise you. Nothing. And that's why certain things happen to certain people. And you want to know how? Because you know what? They're playing with God. Because they're playing with God. You know how much of us is doing bad things behind the scenes? Yes, in our private life. But a lot of us ain't getting catch like that. But when you play around with God, then your ringtone of Jack or whatever gonna go off in the middle of your commentary. When you're playing God, somebody's gonna get a hold of your job and tell the people, look what you're doing here. When you're playing with God, you're gonna get what they call it, catfish or whatever, fish catch or whatever. Of bringing the lube. Do you have the lube? All these things will happen because you play with God. Because you play with God. And that's why these things is happening. Stop playing with God and you'll see. Because that same person there, people used to think that the person don't curse. And when people's come out and say that man curse like a sailor. Really? No. And then one day I heard it. Right? I heard it. He don't do it a lot. But he curse. So he's coming over and we just call workers and stay off the phone. You see, a next slide there. A next slide there. Ain't nobody like the phone like that man there. So I want to know if you're staying off the phone, all the event and the this and the that and all these things you hear, where you hearing it from? And then always condemning others. Always looking down at others. Because I heard him. We all heard. Oh, I would never go to your platform. I have never went to your platform. That will never happen. Because that person saw to get numbers, he was there. What else you want to know? When you all come in the sector first, what you all should do a little history, because history can't write itself back. You can rewrite history. Go back on some of the pages. Go back. Most of the thing, it got a place here named Lipstick Alley. Most of the transcript, it's going to be over there. Go back, and you want to know about Tommy, go back a year or so, and you go back and you do your homework there. Okay? You want to hear about Jen? Go back, do some homework there. And you will see the whole thing as it happened, it plays out. Most of these people still have their contents up. So you will see what happened in real actually, somewhat like in real time. You will see it there. Because nothing was not adjusted. They leave their life up there. They don't take it down unless you lose a page. The people who lose a page now, you would have to go fishing around. But some of these small channels that break down things to us, oh, that's great. So you could do a little recap over there too, right? You could do a little recap over there. And learn the people that you're following. It will give you an idea instead of you coming in blindly. Because sometimes the people who you're listening to, that is their fave. So they're going to say everything in their favor, and you're still not getting the fucking facts. And you just go by what people is saying to you, and not from what you discover yourself. So that is what you have to do. Don't be surprised about one shit out here. Because out here, they have doctors, it have lawyers, it have brain surgeons, it have open hearts, it have heart surgeon. It got every fucking thing is here on the YouTube street. You hear me? Everything you want to find. This is the most, to me, festive sector. You hear me? That's why a lot of us cannot leave. Don't mind how we say we fed up with it, we cannot leave. We're very festive out here. You know what? Let me tell you how brilliant we are over here. You hear me? This is the only sector. Let's say, for instance, let's say we're speaking about something like, let's say we're speaking on something about children, right? But CPS or whatever. You're going to see people coming out from the woodworks who work for the city, who work for the state, who know this, who know that. Let me swing it around now. And we talking something medical. You're going to see all doctors, all nurses, all this, all that. Hey, we have some talented, we have some education, we have everything here. We have everything here. We are everything. It's just at the drop of what will be the topic. And you will find everybody either know somebody or they know something about it. Okay? And they're giving their input and this and that. Somebody say they got the flu, they got this, they got that. Then you have the, what you will call them, bush doctor, what you will call them, home remedy. You're going to see them saying, take lemon and take this and this one going to want to outdo that one. No, 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 not lemon. You use grapefruit. You use grapefruit juice. I just use it on my child. Da, 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 da. That's us. That's us. That's us. We're the jack of all trades and master of none. We're the know-it-alls. That's the beauty of this beef sector. You hear me? You got to love some of us. You got to. We know all. So when you want to know something, do a background check, so to speak. Don't go doctor. Go do a background check. And you will see. Don't put anybody to up at no height because they're here. They are here. If they were so high up in a pedestal, then they want to be in here. They want to be in here with us. Always remember that. And who thinking they're so intellectual to be amongst us? What the fuck you coming in this sector for? What is it you want from here? Because at the end of the day, you're looking down on already and say, well, we don't have the we illiterate, or we this or we that, we that. We could call each other illiterate, you done, you that, you that. We could say to each other. But you coming in and you putting us down, then what are you doing here? This is not the right sector for you. That's why it becomes very suspicious. Who are you? And that's what I mean. Who are you to come to try to change the sector? Again, I'm saying, people, who are you? If you want to join the next sector, you want to build the next sector, do it by all means. Because these people are going to say, oh, it's time for growth or what? Yes, yes. It named the beefing sector. And could we improve? Of course we can. You could build about 7 different channels or sector. And if you got the same fucking players, it's the same outcome it's going to be. And guys, I think I'm going to wrap it up because I don't want to get really upset. It's not that deep, you know. Thank you guys for being here. Let me see if I could see some names here now. I'm going to do the roll call now. First person, see Latasha Phillips. Good morning. Thank you for being here. Clyde Broke again. Hi, baby. Thanks for being here. Let me see. Present. Very Carey. Oh, my security there. Yes, baby. Thank you so much for being here. Doreen is blessed. Thank you so much. You're more present. Let me see. Dr. Soapy, thank you so much for being here. Chocolate Vixen, thank you so much. Present, for being here. Let's see who else is here. Let me see. Angel Ray, good morning and thank you for being here. Latasha, Latasha Phillips, thank you so much. I think I called you already, but thank you. Good morning. Thank you for being here. Figure Guys, is this Figure Guys? Figure Days. Figure Days. Oh God, I hope. 6 figure days. Oh Lord. 6 figure days. Thank you for being here. Teacher is not seen too well. To teacher. Sorry. Sorry. Thank you for being here. And you're Mark present too. And thank you guys. Prayed up. Thank you so much for being here. Good morning. You Mark present, my dear. And yes, I think that's it. Thank you guys for sharing a little time, your morning time with me here. And thank you for sharing, and listening to, my situation. I thank you so much. Okay. And guys, have a blessed day. I really appreciate you all. Okay. Really appreciate you all. My subscribers, my moderators. Thank you. Thanks again. Without the subscribers, I would not be here. Thank you. And all who have not subscribed to me, could you kindly subscribe to me if you don't mind? Okay? Please. Okay? Thank you so much and have a blessed day. Bye-bye.